Let's just put it down like she's not a serial cheat. This was an accident.
Was a mistake.
You guys went out.
Cheat by accident.
Yeah, you guys went out. She had too much to drink, and next thing she knows,
Do people really do that?
Like
something bad happened. No, I know honestly. A man will promise you that he will not tell, but guys are guys, and guys.
No.
Welcome back to Beyond 30 podcast. Today we have a very juicy topic on the table. But before we dive into it, I'm Kome and I'm joined by my two friends.
Femi.
All right. So the question is, if you went on a girls' trip and your friend cheated on her partner, well, what would you do? Would you tell?
I didn't see it.
You're very loyal. You'll be in denial.
I'll be in denial. That didn't happen.
I don't think it's anybody's place to tell unless you have a special mission.
Like what?
Maybe you have been waiting for something to break because it shouldn't be. I don't know. I feel like it shouldn't be your thing to
It's
tell.
not my prerogative. Except she's dating my brother here. That's when it will be a problem. But
If she's dating your brother for sure.
he'll be here even before the trip is over.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I mean, hopefully.
Like if she was dating your brother, she obviously wouldn't do it in front of you, like in your presence.
It might be a trip that she didn't do it in my presence, but I found out I saw it. I happened to stumble on it. That kind of thing. Obviously, she won't do it in my presence. But I now
so that happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very tough for me to tell on. I don't see it as telling you on. I just see it as you know what you've done. It is your responsibility to be upfront with your spouse
Would you urge her to be upfront?
I would. Wouldn't it? It's not like a secret. Like, can you keep a secret that long? I don't know.
Like, would you
Keep a secret from who?
like if
From
that
his
happens?
husband.
So
It's not. You might not even have a relationship with the husband. You guys don't talk. So
No, not not me. I mean, I'll urge her to be up, like to find a way to tell her husband somehow.
like, well, you know that if she tells him, right, it probably is not going to go well.
It's never going to go well, but
kind of things well.
yeah, but like, is she going to keep that secret? Like,
Yeah.
Why do you think that's even the first time she was doing it? Just because
No. This one probably let's just put it down like she's not a serial cheat. This was an accident.
Was a mistake.
You guys went out.
Cheat by accident.
Yeah, you guys went out. She had too much to drink, and next thing she knows,
Do people really do that?
Like
something bad happened.
You just go out and you just randomly pick somebody and sleep with the person.
No. You guys went out. So imagine like you go to a really wild city for this girl's trip. And then there is a lot of drinking, there's some games, and the next thing you know, she's in a situation. So would you still urge her to tell him, even though you know that it's probably going to break her home?
I don't know if I would be that. Okay, so I will always go for her being honest with her partner, right? But I don't think I would even act like it's her cross.
It's not my place to push. It's her marriage. It's her business. She knows how to relate with her husband. She knows what he can take.
Yeah.
She knows when and how to break news if she's going to ever do that. So what's my own with now push? Am I the godmother?
Yeah, I'm not going to feel like that.
Yeah.
I think if you ask me to, would you urge her to do it? I was like, if she asked me, should I tell my husband?
It's a different thing.
Then I'll say yes, please.
Your opinion.
Because
exactly. But nobody asked your opinion and you just go to it.
And you carry it on top of your head. You must tell your husband. If you don't tell your husband, ultimatum, I will tell him. What's my one?
Okay, but would you then tell your spouse?
Yes, now.
Most likely.
Oh my goodness.
But you know that if you tell your spouse, then obviously her spouse is
No,
like
if
my spouse is probably
my
spouse will probably not put himself in that kind of situation.
No,
to just be something me and
it
him
just
knows.
is for his ears only.
I know honestly. A man will promise you that he will not tell, but guys are guys, and
No.
guys.
No, guys are guys.
Don't tell.
Some guys don't like drama at all. They don't even like to put themselves in any sort of where it will almost feel like if they tell, then they are responsible for whatever comes out of that in that moment. I just know that it's very hard to hide stuff from my own husband. So there's no, how did it go? I'll tell him everything, but that's almost
okay. So that means both of you cannot keep this a secret.
From
so then that means I'm very different.
So you would,
if I witness that kind of thing, it depends on the kind of friend. It depends on the kind of friend. I feel like for me, my loyalty
will be to your friend.
Will be to we're taking it to the grave, man. Like nobody has to hear this. Your husband. Never hear.
Well, we have to think about, okay, I'm a Christian. We have to think about it. If we're taking it to the grave, does that mean that will God punish us?
For being an accomplice.
No. I don't think it works like that. The sin has already been committed. Whether you tell or you don't tell, the sin has happened. We go and beg
because
God for
that's where I'm thinking about it. That is there any ethical thing that involves
me? Police, who made you the ethical body?
No, my friendship will never put this.
No, so seriously, I mean, obviously nobody wants to be in that situation. I get it, yeah. But if for me personally, if it ever happened and I observed or witnessed that kind of thing, and my friend obviously didn't plan to, but ended up in such a situation, we're taking him to the grave. Nobody's gonna hear about it. Even me, alt delete. I can't even remember.
You will not even by mistake like. Just never. Tell your spouse.
No, so now that's the thing. I believe that my spouse and I are close. That I could tell him. But I wouldn't tell him if I knew that he would feel so strongly about it because he's also close to the husband.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Is your friend, but you're also friends with the husband. So let's even say you knew her through her husband.
You might meet someone through somebody, but then the relationship changes, right? Obviously. So at that point in time, if I'm just befriending her because she's my friend's wife, then obviously my loyalty is not to her, right? But if she's my friend, because yes, I may have met her through her husband, but like there is that friendship, then I'm not telling him.
How about a scenario where you happen to be a doctor or you hear the gist and you know that the person she cheated with has HIV?
Just made it complicated all of a sudden.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, why do you have to go and bring HIV in it?
Yes, no.
But this is real. This happens.
Yeah, I think in my practice I've seen where the wife has HIV, is treating herself and is not telling the husband, so he's not getting treated. So, you can live longer if you are taking your antiretroviral meds, right? So, the person has HIV. So, you know that he's at risk because she will still sleep with her husband eventually.
So, but I thought they said, and please use this opportunity to educate us, right? It is possible for her to have, but if her load, I don't know how to say, if her viral load is low, because she's taking her meds, then there is no risk of him getting it.
Yes, but that would be when the medications has worked to suppress the viral load to a point where she's no longer infectious, right? Yeah. So what about before that time? Is she now going to abstain from her husband? Do you know that she's going to be abstaining? Or will she tell him, please use condom? All of a sudden from nowhere.
Oh yeah. Yeah, okay. So that that is now a difficult that's now a very difficult situation because now you're thinking about it of like you're protecting his life. But if none of that was the case.
No, that's the case. So what are you going to do?
So that's different. And again, it still depends on who is my friend.
Who you're loyal to.
I am not the doctor. I am not.
No, doctors can't even go and tell that. That's like breach of confidentiality. So except you're going to do anonymous.
So can't we just adopt your doctor thing to breach of confidentiality?
Well, yeah, because it depends on who I'm loyal to. Because the truth is, yes, as much as in this situation, I would prefer if she told him. But if she's not telling him, and I say, sweetheart, let's tell him, and he says, no, please don't tell him. I stand by that. Okay, we're not telling him.
So if the person is your brother, uncle,
and then that's different. because then my loyalty is not to my sister-in-law, it's to my brother, right? But I want to switch this and flip it. What if it was your friend and you found out? Like, what if it was your friend's partner who was cheating and you found out? Would you tell her?
She's hearing with evidence. Well, it depends on the relationship with the friend. If it's a friend that we are very close, that she's like my sister, and I know that she knows I'm coming from a good place when I think, because some people, when you tell them, it's like, you want to spoil my marriage, so let me leave you at your marriage. But if it's the one that I know that will know that I'm coming from a good place and I'm just warning you, and I'll try to get evidence so that it's not just hearsay. So nobody will say I made it up later. I say small picture, video, whatever.
I stand on that
and then
table too.
Tell my friend, I see this is it. So you know I'm not lying. So at least you know whatever you want to do with it. But I won't force you to leave the guy. But at least now you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's important to be able to tell your friend. Like, if the person is your real friend and you know, you maybe even saw it with your eyes. Please. Even if I don't have evidence, if I saw it with my eyes, I'll tell my friend.
I think I'm on the same. I don't need evidence, and I don't need you to feel like a sister to me. If you are my friend and I believe that you are my friend, I will tell you. Now, whatever you do with that information is
up to you.
Even if that means the end of our friendship, as much as it must be difficult to lose you, but at least my conscience is clear.
Yeah, I think you're even doing it not just only because, you're trying to be a friend, a real friend. I think it's also, like you said, there's so many health implications of this thing, right?
Of course.
Anytime one person cheats on the other person, it's always important for them to go and check with the doctor and make sure that everybody's okay, right? Because there are people who have legitimately died from their partner infecting them without them knowing. So I think I won't even think about it twice. Even if I don't have evidence, I would just be like, look, I saw this thing. Or maybe I even heard this thing from a trusted person. And I know that this person is not going to be telling lies. So is there anything that, I'm just telling you for you to know. What you do with it is up to you. And I won't judge you with whatever. If you decide that, look, I'm forgiving this guy, I'm moving on.
And that's up to you.
It's up to you. Nobody's going to judge you.
Know.
Yeah, as long as you know.
It's important for you to know so you can protect yourself and protect your kids.
100%. I 100%. I stand that. So it's not just being a friend; it's also protecting.
So now let's go. Would you forgive a cheating partner?
It depends on the circumstances, right? So, I think for me is, as much as I would love to say no, but it depends on the circumstances. So, for example, just like what we just explained, some people go on a trip and rough play happens, and one thing ends up happening. Right? Oh, come on. Have you ever seen some wild
Some people live wild lives.
Yeah, when they go on a trip, sometimes it might not be their idea, but there's a lot of booze involved, and some people are trying substances, and then the next thing you hear, I remember there was one situation, this was even girls, we went on a trip, and then people were passing all these small tablets around. She didn't really know what it was, but they said it's going to make you happy. The next thing, she takes it, and before she knows it, she's having an out-of-body experience where she's just misbehaving, and her friends think it's funny, and so they don't stop her. Right? So situations happen. Even with men, it happens.
Can cheating actually be a mistake? What kind of mistake is that?
Okay, this one, I don't remember the title of the film, but there was this particular one where it was her bridal shower. Her little sister had invited male strippers to the bridal shower, right? And then drugged her and her friends.
Her sister drugged her
and her friends, so that because her sister was always saying that she's too prim and proper, she's too stiff. She wanted her to relax. Unfortunately, in drugging her, the drug took over, and from dancing with the male strippers, before she knew, they were dancing in a different way, right? That is a mistake.
Okay, in that kind of scenario, that's the one of she didn't know, she didn't plan it, she didn't, So in that kind of scenario, but
but that's a mistake.
The ones we see these days, when they say it, it was a mistake.
No. Again, there's several different things. If a man comes and tells somebody that kind of story, you probably won't believe him. I was out of my mind. But there are also situations where one thing led to another, but it wasn't serious.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Me, I don't understand this one.
The only thing I would say is if you do your own, I have to my own back.
Yeah, 50-50, no cheating.
No, then we can now come back to the table and be sure that are we still?
Because you have to be able to take what you dish out.
Yeah.
When you tell me you made mistake,
Okay,
I know how to make mistake.
Maybe I'm a bit too hard for that. But yeah.
So let's hear from Temi because she has been quiet.
Would you forgive a cheating partner? This is hard. I don't know. It's hard. I mean, I get the I'll do it back. I'll do it. What if you don't have it in you to even do it?
No. No. Seriously, I believe that if two people agree to be in a relationship and that relationship is based on, like, it's not an open relationship.
Right.
If you're going to step out, then the only way to rebalance the scale is for the other person to step out too. I am not saying this is holy or Christian or whatever, but in my brain, if you're going to give it, you have to be able to take it.
Yeah.
And most men cannot take what they give.
Yeah.
Then
I don't know. I think I can't say for sure if I'll forgive.
Forgiving.
There's a very high likelihood that I might forgive, but I may take it
to forget.
It's always you can't forget.
That forget. It's always in your head.
But they always say forgive.
No,
I didn't know about that forgive.
Is it amnesia?
Oh wait, but how do you forgive that? Well, I guess it will take
time now. It will take time.
It will take time to forgive.
The way the person reacts
it
and person's actions afterwards in trying to atone or whatever would determine how easy it will be to forgive.
Yeah, I guess it all depends on the circumstances, like you said, what led to it and all that stuff. But bro,
you definitely put a dent in the trust that you have for that person.
Like, I think the hardest part of it is how do you walk back that trust?
Exactly.
It's almost like it will never.
Every time the person goes out, you're thinking, is it going to make another mistake?
Yeah, it might never come back.
Yeah,
it might never, and I think it will hurt everything else, like way more. Than than you think.
There was this story that we heard with you where the man only cheated because he was having struggles in the relationship with his partner, and then that led to being deprived of sex, and then that made him step out. See, in that kind of situation, it's even that, like, you can even understand that they had issues for like a year or for a long time, and because of that he felt so sexually deprived.
But I feel like when it gets to that point, just break up.
But some of them still want to be together. It's just that they lost their way for a while.
Want to be together with somebody that has not been sleeping with you for months and the relationship is strained and there's practically no relationship anymore. Is it for the society that you are staying together?
Maybe that, or they're just
or maybe just for the kids.
For the kids,
maybe for the kids. But also, it could be that relationships are complicated. It could be that maybe resentment had built up over time. They hadn't sorted that out.
For sure.
Maybe instead of seeking counseling and seeking therapy, they were trying to manage it themselves. But then, when something like this happens, where he now eventually steps out, right? Maybe that wakes them up, and they now have to come back to the table, and they're like. No, wakes them up like
for me, like you said, wake up call for
no. But see, she was depriving him in the first place.
Did anybody ask why she was depriving him? Is she just mad that she just wake up and start depriving him?
No, so there are several things that can happen. What if
she had been seeing himself that he had tendencies to just, she suspected he was cheating, and she's like, let me protect myself, or at least I'll be alive, take care of my kids.
Well, no, definitely there is that. But what I'm saying is that for some relationships, that situation will then wake them up and be like, okay, do we want to stay together? Yes, we want to stay together. What's the next thing? And then they'll readjust themselves.
Yeah, people have different circumstances around
because
what happened.
For some women, cheating is not even a deal breaker.
Yeah.
They don't even mind. They will say, as long as he's not putting it in my face, as long as I don't know, I'm okay with it. And if I know, if I don't know.
But if you don't, I'm not okay. You should know.
Okay. So
how about you, Femi? What do you think?
Is like I stand with you on this. Forgiving will be difficult, but even if I do forgive, I can never forget. My memory is just too sharp for that.
Okay.
I will not forget it.
The question here is: would you go looking for evidence of whether he is or he's.
If I see signs that make me suspect,
of course.
I will look.
Even if those
I don't like
somebody
living in
does
denial.
you will go and
I
look
don't
for
like living
evidence.
in denial. Yeah, I will look. Except,
Maybe to
except
catch.
there's no sign, there's nothing. But I can't. There's no sign, and I'm looking. No. But if I see, like, I will look. If I suspect it's like this, I will check.
This is reminding me of a story that I heard like a long time ago where someone passed, and this happens often, where this man passed, and then at his like funeral, another woman and kids show up, and apparently he had 2 families.
Imagine.
In separate places.
That happens a lot, actually.
Yeah. I don't know how men pull this off though. Is it that one of the families know about the other one? Is the other one that doesn't know?
Nobody knows. I mean, I wasn't there to ask them, but no. But the
I feel like
is,
somebody from the guy's circle will know.
No, obviously.
Whether it's the
friends.
parents
his friends would know too.
or the friends or the siblings. Somebody will know. It's that person that is the wicked person.
But that means it's your weekend because you just said if your friend was cheating, you will not tell her husband. So the other person now come
Well, I guess that takes
No, well, fair enough. I suppose you are right. It is the same thing. But it's tough, eh?
It's tough. I mean, life choices.
Yeah, it is tough. Let's do cookie jar.
Yeah.
All right. I get a shake.
This question better be.
And I get to pass.
I knew it.
This thing.
I just knew it. Would you confront her or let it slide? That's if my friend was cheating. I think we answered this question.
Yeah.
Let me take another one.
Pick another one.
Would telling ruin the trip or the friendship? Of course, it will ruin the trip. Wait, I will not even wait to leave the trip. What kind of other boy is that?
Like Timmy said, you must have an invested. Maybe
You must be invested in that
relationship. Invested reason to do so. Maybe in a situation where that friend is single.
Yes. But yeah,
And
eyeing the
and
guy.
you've been eyeing the guy, and this is an opportunity
Waiting
to
for a
step
good
in
moment.
there.
Trip will never be over.
Right?
No respect for girl code.
I think we could have even said, what if she then, like a few months later, you now find out she's pregnant?
And it's obviously not the guy's one. There is a possibility it's not the guy's one. Hey.
Just don't.
It's still your friend. You cannot tell.
I don't know. Do you think it will affect the friendship?
Like you said, I'll try and tell her, are you sure you don't want to tell the guy? Blah, blah, blah. And to be honest, it depends on how our friendship was before, because if you can boldly pin another man's child on another man, then I'll look at you a bit differently. Like, oh, I should be scared of you. What are you capable of? That kind of thing. So it changes everything when you now introduce that pregnancy.
Because you have to think about everything else around it. Like, do you sleep on the same bed with this person? And you don't even mention it.
But how did you mention it? Like, let's be honest. The first thing Femi said was that when most men find out, they can't handle it.
But don't you want to clear your conscience a little? Not
No.
so.
Clear your conscience. Like how?
Clear your conscience like in the sight of God and man.
No, God already forgive you. You already prayed.
No, God does not forgive you if you don't tell the guy. That's not the end of it though.
Where did you see that, man?
No, God always forgives us
Okay, so
unconditionally.
hold on.
Us. There's
He will forgive
there's no
you,
condition to it.
but he also knows that you need to restitute. You need to tell your husband.
No.
There is a part of that that is very dishonest.
I'm not disputing that God has first of all, God forgive her even before she
You forgive her.
Number
But if you truly ask him for forgiveness and you really do truly want to be forgiven, do you think keeping that secret is like a good? It's not a good thing.
There'll definitely be consequences. So what happens is God forgives us, but He doesn't excuse us from the consequences of our actions. So
you gotta take responsibility.
there will still be consequences later on or whatever.
When you sleep with this guy on the bed and knowing what you've done.
No, what if you don't sleep with him on the bed? You sleep with him on the floor. It does not bother. It does not matter.
You're still having sex with him.
Yeah. I can even understand the one of you cheated. There was no resultant effect, and you kept to yourself. Okay, I mind my business. But when you now want to pin a whole baby, that's a whole lifetime. on somebody and it's not his own. And he changes it. It's like I'll start to fear you. What can you not do?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me how
but I
that's
also
not-
understand that most men, it takes very few people can handle it. And so that results in like a broken home, children that are going to lose a family. It was a mistake.
Is that mistake part I didn't get? Well, you said she was drugged, okay.
Yeah, it was a mistake. Even if she wasn't drugged and she just had too much to drink, it was a mistake. It was an accident.
Hey, you're having too much to drink, you don't know that you're passing.
All right, let's move on. Let me go next. Because
Pick.
I feel like it's going sequential. Oh, this question is misbehaving. Right. I hope it's a good one. Right. Is it betrayal to tell her partner the truth? I think so. I think it definitely isn't my place. And I think that if I was to tell her partner, definitely betraying her trust. And any other friend that finds out that I did this should question my loyalty.
100%. Case closed.
Yeah.
Or do you have a different opinion?
No. I think you shouldn't bother yourself telling the partner. I think it's her responsibility.
The business is your friend.
It's her business. So, however way she handles it, now it might affect my friendship with her a little bit if she doesn't tell. Just because I'm a big fan of being like take the blame, do whatever it is, ask for forgiveness. Just shed yourself of the guilt. Because it takes too long. You just be so guilty every time. Like, I don't know, how do you even...
How do you sleep at night?
How do you sleep
at night like a baby?
My turn. But yeah. not your, if you hear something about somebody else's stuff, what is your own business? Go and tell the...
Oh, no, yeah, that's
husband.
just busybody stuff.
Okay, this is still kind of related, but let's see. Do you owe our partner anything? No.
Nah.
Nope.
I think we should go one more round.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. We don't. I don't owe our partner anything.
Unless he's my family member.
Of course, yeah. Unless he's like your brother or somebody else. Yeah.
Can you trust someone who cheats on a partner?
That's where I will not trust
Yeah.
you. True. You.
Yeah, because you have honesty issues, obviously.
Yeah.
You have loyalty issues. So if you can cheat on your partner, who am I?
I'm not even so much so like the cheating. It's the keeping it secret that will make me not to trust you.
Yeah.
It's not the cheating. People make mistakes. Like,
What if she tells you she
Why
has
would you stop saying that mistake? How do you mistakenly cheat? Like, I'm not understanding.
has a real issue with this
I have
mistake.
an issue with it.
You don't think that people actually do make
Who's
mistakes?
getting mistake? Okay, you know the actual process of cheating. You have to remove matter. no, let's face facts now. Before you start, how is it you didn't know when you were removing it? Like, it's not. I don't know about
like,
the mistake.
okay, so remember that this example was a girl's trip with a lot of alcohol.
Booze.
Right? Booze can make
And-
people do stuff. Some people don't even remember what they've done in the morning, right? So the only thing is, there are also situations where, like, there's
That's how
this
you
guy
make
that's
mistake
paying
and you catch
attention to
HIV
her.
and all these things. You now say it was a
Some people
mistake.
are not getting attention to.
Yeah, but there are also mistakes, like, where this guy is giving her attention and whatnot. It wasn't
And they get carried
intended.
away.
It wasn't intended to be an affair.
The emotional thing where this guy's giving you attention and you are getting, and you already know that you're in the danger zone. My husband would call it teetering at the brinks of infidelity. You know, like big grammar. That's what I'm saying. You already know that this is a danger zone. This person is giving you attention and you're enjoying it. Something should already tell you that this is not right. You know that it's not right, but you're enjoying it maybe because you're not getting it from your partner. So of course there's that possibility that cheating is going to happen.
Yeah.
So now you are
They're
now
very
attached
high
to the
risk.
person. Okay, now you now start kissing the person. Your brain is not telling you that this is wrong.
You are in
Then
the
you
heat
now
of
start.
passion.
You can't tell me what the mistake. You know what you are doing. You just chose not to.
Yeah.
It's a choice.
I guess it's a mistake that entered with you.
With your eyes open,
Exactly.
I suppose.
Your eyes open.
Okay.
You justify the mistake.
Yeah,
Shake,
exactly.
shake.
You told yourself stuff in your head.
Shall I go?
to justify.
Yes,
Yeah,
go.
go ahead.
Yeah, that's tricky. Yeah.
Haha. Is silence a sign of loyalty to her or our joint guilt?
Who's joining in guilt with you?
So, are you going to keep quiet just out of loyalty, or are you also feeling a bit of guilt because obviously you were on that trip? And sometimes it's even possible that if it comes out, some other partners will now say, "Oh, so that's what you guys do when
so maybe they will now not. And that's why I guess you now think twice.
So that's what you do when you go on girls trip.
Keep hanging out with that friend, and your partner knows. Your partner will be like,
And then imagine the next time you come and say, "Oh, by the way, babe, I want to go on a girls trip."
No more girls trip for you.
You got make mistake.
All right, last one.
That's true. Okay,
let me help you.
That's a bit good. I was almost tempted to change it. Could you forgive her for putting you in that spot?
Yeah. As long as it's not a behavior that she engages in recreationally.
What if she does engage in it?
Oh no,
and
then
this person
we
is
will
a friend,
not be
and you know
friends.
that this person has a good heart, and that it's just this person's weakness.
No, we cannot be friends. That's why we cannot be friends. Because one day we'll be together, could be together, and then
And it's my husband.
Thank you. Because this one that you're making mistake up and down before you make mistake to reach my side. I beg.
no, we cannot be friends if that is a pastime for her. But if this is like a one-off due to influences, then obviously.
Tricky, yeah. I don't know. There's nothing to forgive. I mean, what's my
Exactly.
Yeah, but can you forgive her for putting you in the situation where you are having to keep her secrets?
Yeah. I never think of it as her offending me in any way, I guess. I don't know. I'm not that deep when it comes to like thinking of, oh, now you offended me.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't offend me.
There's some people that will feel like, now I have to keep your secret. Just tell him. You don't tell him, I'm going to
You
tell
feel so
him.
strongly.
Except you're that close to your husband. If not, what's your business?
Yeah.
Like,
I'll only give you ultimatum if it's somebody that is my my blood. That's when I'll be like, yo, ultimatum.
my blood, I'm not waiting for ultimatum. I'm telling by myself.
No, I'll give you the opportunity. No, I will if it's my blood.
You should know that. If I'm there, you should not try that nonsense. So.
No, I think I'll give the person the opportunity to have that conversation with their spouse. Maybe give them a few, I don't know, weeks or months. I don't know, it depends.
No, you are very nice now.
But I just feel like, regardless of whether it's my sibling, I think it is something that the spouse should be the one to tell. First, at least try to tell.
She
now,
won't
if
say
they don't
right,
tell,
she will say it well. I would have
She will
told.
say-
She can come and down.
now if they don't tell, then I'm gonna be like, okay, well, my brother has to know, or my sister has to know, or somebody has to know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You two, you won't wait.
Oh no. Unless it's a member of my family, and it has to even be a close member of my family. It's not. It
No,
cannot
it's
be.
your brother.
Yeah, that's different. Then my loyalty is to him. But if it's my friend, I am not offended that she put me in that situation.
Yeah.
As I said, we'll hide the body. All evidence must disappear, and then life continues. Deleted from my memory.
You're a very loyal friend.
And we move on.
No, like my friend, I was do the same. No stress. As long as he's not my family member, you're trying it with. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
And then you still be friends with them.
Yeah.
Yes,
As long as this-
that line is just when pregnancy enters and you're still, I'll fear you. I'm like, this person, there's nothing you cannot do. So, but if it's just that once, I will just mind my business. It's not my. In fact, I will forget about it.
You know the reason.
I won't forget.
You know the reason we've gotten emotionally involved in this is because it's sex.
I
Right?
think so.
What are situations where like your friend confesses to you or you witness it? Where do you remember that movie, that Netflix series that was like Dead to Me, where she was driving in the night and she mistakenly hit someone and the person died.
That one is guilt. You see this cheating
That's
one.
real
I might not be
guilt.
supposed. You kill somebody. I feel guilty. I feel like the person's spirit to me. Watching one Hollywood movies.
So in that kind of situation, you know that obviously if she was to confess,
she'll go to jail.
she's
or
going to
something.
jail or something.
And you cannot talk.
What do you want to do? Like it's because
It's
like
not my
yeah.
It's still not my place to tell. Do you think
would you ask her to go and confess?
It's her, what's it called?
She killed somebody and she was drunk driving, for example. So
she was just careless. Maybe she was texting and driving something.
Somebody. And you know, like you are the passenger in the car, so you know. And then she now ran away, like drove away.
Oh, but it's two of you. So she drove.
I think even that one, I still think you should, like, it's not my call to go to the police station.
The guilt to me, like, you know, if it's this cheating one, what's my business with the other? But this one, that he killed somebody, like the guilt, I don't know how to explain. I don't know if I'll be able to sleep for a few days.
Yeah, but will I now go and be looking for somebody to go and tell the person?
Yeah. How will somebody heal? You need therapy. Like, how do you heal from that?
Yeah, but she didn't plan it. It was an accident.
Maybe karma will come with dirty accident. You kill somebody. If it's your own child that you kill like that, would you like?
But would you want your friend to go to prison though?
No, I wouldn't want that. So what I'm saying is, I will feel guilty, and I don't know how to get over that guilt. I might really need therapy to move on.
Do you even think that even after she's told, the guilt will still be there?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, you get. So that's what I'm saying. It's all about guilt now. Not even tell. It's like, how am I going to recover from that guilt that you killed someone and it could have been avoidable because, like we said, she was either texting, you know. It's painful.
Okay.
Because cheating, there's still room for forgiveness resolution, but death is final. You just killed someone's family member, they're never going to see that person again because of you. I don't know.
That's a tough one.
That's
tough. Okay.
All right.
We're going to let it rest there. We have a question for you guys. So, let's see what the cookie jar has. All right. So, this question is, what would your conscience say if you stayed quiet? Would you feel guilty? Would you not be able to sleep like some people? Or would you be like some other people and sleep like a baby? All right. We want to hear what you think. We want to hear what you think. Leave your comments down below. We'll be reading all of them, and we'll see you in the next one.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.